Hi, this is Anna from Craft Me a Card, and I am crafting for the crafter, and that is you. First of all, I would like to extend my entire admiration to all the full-time working moms of small children that upload tutorials. I so admire you. It's really hard to put up videos when you have children, plus work, plus a home, and a husband. I think this is why I haven't been able to upload, oh my gosh, it seems like such a long time. But anyways, I'm trying to do so now. I'm trying to upload videos. And I think that's due to the subscribers that keep on coming and that push me, you know, to make an effort to upload tutorials. So a happy face after having said that. And thank you for subscribing. So today what I want to show you is a card for a mail, a birthday mail card. We're going to try to make one that includes a picture. The invitation had 3 pictures and it was celebrating his 70th birthday. So I took one of the pictures and that's what I'm going to be using for the card. Okay, so I have my base and what I'm going to put on is, here we go, a stack called, with die cuts with a view, and it's called the Guy Stack, and I thought this was perfect. And it has a lot of good paper that you could use for guy cards. You know, mustaches, beards, and tools, and anyways, it's a good stack if you're looking for a good manly stack. This is what I'm going to use for the base of the card. So let me go ahead and do this. I'm going to go ahead and stick this on here, and I'll be right back. Well, I decided to show you how it is that I stick my cardstock on my cards. And this is just the ATG gun. Sometimes I use the ATG gun, sometimes I use the Aleene's glue. But for this one I'm going to use the ATG gun. Okay, I put it on all sides. It gets sticky. And every time you have like little webbing, I call it webbing, around, you just push that in with your finger and voila, my dear, voila. Okay, so then align it as best you can. And I know the best you can is perfectly. Okay, and I press it down, and I flip it over, and I cut with my X-Acto knife. And the reason I do this is because I feel that if I cut the cardstock and then I put it on the card, it just doesn't align perfectly. So by doing this, cutting it with the X-Acto knife, it comes out beautifully. It just comes out perfect. And the card size that I use, I don't know what it's called, but it is a 6.5 by 5. The 6.5 by 5 card. I like this size. It's a little bigger than the A2 size, and I feel I could work better with it, and it just is a little better. Okay, so I'm going to be using my Cuttlebug today. And this is a folder and it has happy birthday everywhere, and I made a big cross on here because sometimes I would emboss on the wrong side. So this shows me, okay, this is the side you have to be using, not this one, Anna. So I'm going to get my Cuttlebug. Okay, I zoomed out a little bit so you could see the Cuttlebug a little better. So you open this, and then you put the A plate, and we're going to put the B plate, and then we put our paper. And I put the folder in, not the C plate, but another B plate. And I don't know where my other pretty looking B plate is, but this is my very loved B plate. Extremely loved B plate. Sorry about that. And then I run it through. It doesn't matter how loved your plates are, it still does a wonderful job in embossing. Look at that. Okay, so this is what we're going to use. So with my corner chomper, I'm going to do the corners here. Okay, so then that's going to go there. Now I need my ribbon. So I picked a ribbon, a color that would kind of go with the bottom, the base and that brings out that blue quite nicely, actually. I don't know if you could see that in the recording, but oopsies. Okay, so I'm going to be smart, and I'm going to put this around and then tape it. There we go. One, and a fussy one. There we go. Perfect. Okay, so here's my card base. And let me go ahead and round these corners off because it doesn't let me see exactly how the card's going to look. There we go. Cut. This is the beauty of the corner chomper. I highly recommend it. You could cut many layers at the same time, unlike other corner rounders that you have to do layer by layer. So that's going to go there. And I'm going to use the Aleene's Tacky glue. And this is my favorite glue, only because I feel it really lasts forever. I have had instances where my a card that I made for a friend, I used the ATG glue on it, and it was starting to unglue. It was started to lift, and I was like, what? I thought the ATG was forever. But not for that card. So I'm thinking that that's probably the same case for a lot of the cards, and I really do like cards to be stuck forever. Okay, what we're going to do is get the ribbon and do a different type of bow, because let's do this just really lightly here because we don't want it to seep through the ribbon, and that'll hold it fine. I'm going to do a different type of bow because it is a guy. So I'm going to do a little circle here. Let me cut that piece of paper. Man, I'm sorry guys. I should get my fabric glues, and my fabric scissors. Okay, and what I do, you do fuss a little bit with the bottle, waiting for the glue to come down. But the Aleene's, I don't know, I really recommend it. And it does take a little for it to set, but again, I think it's worth it. So that's our first loop, and then we're going to do another loop, loop-de-loop. Let's see, probably a little wider. You can choose as wide as you want it. It's probably a little too wide, so we'll cut it a little shorter. Just fidget with it a little. Get the size you want. Okay, and then we cut. I think we're done with that ribbon. Now we work with it. Put a little bit of glue. And that'll stick it there. Have to, okay, put glue here. And then right in the middle, you press it down. And then why not? You could also use glue dots on this. Okay. Here we go. See that? And then put another dab of glue. And put our little circle. And that's a ribbon that's not, it's not really girly girl. It's nice for a card. Okay, let me just center it right about there. Press down on it. And the good thing with the tacky glue, with liquid glue, I should say, is that you could fidget with it. It's not set in stone until some seconds later. See? So it's not poofy. If it's for a girl, you could not press the ends of it and it'll be nice and fluffy. But for a guy, I think that's a good bow. See? Okay, so that will stick. Promise. Okay, now let me get the picture. This is the picture. And what I'm going to do is distress it. Now let me get my distress tool. Okay, here's my distress tool. And this is the Holtz distress tool. You can do it with your finger. You could do it with a with the scissors, but the finger thing, it just, I couldn't do it. And with the scissors, I just didn't like the look it gave it. So with the distress tool, it does it wonderfully. Okay. And once we do that, we're going to get our distressing tool here, sponge. I like this kind of tool better for distressing. Instead of the finger dauber, I didn't like that. It didn't last. The little daubers don't last as long as this thing does. And this thing I think is easier to handle. So then this, we're going to put right under here, just like that. For dimension, what I use is foam mounting tape. And this comes in little squares. Okay, and I get this at the 99-cent store, so this whole thing was 99 cents, and they have different types of mounting tapes. As far as thickness goes, this is the thinnest, then it's this one, and then it's the squares. This one is a little thicker. Okay, I think this is great. 99-cent store. I don't know if they're still selling them. I hope they are, and they never cease to sell them, but they're awesome. Okay, so then what I'm going to do is pop this guy up a little here. Look at how handsome he looks. And ladies and gentlemen, that is our card. And it looks really cute, simple. The happy birthday in the background really helps it a lot, and it just gives the card a lot. So if you have any type of picture that you want to incorporate in a card, this is a great way to do it. This is just a really simple card that I wanted to show you guys so you guys could get ideas. Okay, thank you so very much, and I will see you. Bye. That was kind of awkward. Come on. Why are you fighting with me? Where the heck is my distress tool? Why are you hiding from me? Grr! You little brat. Voila, my dear, voila.